So today we have probably one of the most insane stories on our good friend Jack Doherty. And I know you've heard that before, but it just seems like Jack Doherty just keeps making bad decisions. And I'd argue the decision he made in the current situation is substantially worse than any of the other ones and shows a huge reflection into Jack's mental state and how he views people. So we start the video with Jack on his phone while driving. Obviously bad, but even worse when it's raining outside and he's in a supercar. So while he's sucked into his phone on this highway, he accelerates and the car ends up hydroplaning. No surprise to anyone that isn't him. This results in a crash that is actually pretty severe. So the first thing Jack does after the crash is whip out his phone and immediately start recording and whining about, oh no, my car, my car, my car.
No, my f***ing car, bro. Dude, my car. Are you f***ing kidding me, bro?
First off, we know Jack has enough money to buy as many of these as he wants. Second, he caused this crash by being on his phone, as we literally saw in the recording, and I'm sure insurance is gonna have a fun time with that one. So him whining about his car being totaled when it's completely his fault is insane. But after a bunch of whining, he checks in on his friend and sees that he's bleeding and needs medical attention. So what does Jack do? Well, we can see in this next clip, after his friend gets out of the car and is bleeding from his head, he hands him the phone and tells him to start recording the situation.
Do you have your phone on that phone too? No.
Which I think reflects the fact that he does not care even a little bit about the people around him, only the content. In this situation of all situations, why is he recording? There's nothing to gain out of this if you aren't terminally online like Jack Doherty. We can also see that the crash is pretty substantial in some of these clips, and the car is essentially totaled because they were going at such a high speed. Honestly, they're lucky that the damages weren't even that bad. After his friend gets taken to the hospital, we can see Jack Doherty recording another clip where, for the camera, he has his friend say how he's doing, and his friend says amazing.
Crash, how you feeling, Michael? Amazing. Just getting stitches right now. But
And I think just about anyone can tell his friend is not doing amazing, and he's only saying that so he can keep getting paid by Jack Doherty. But people are kind of eating him up on Twitter about this situation, rightfully so. Well, this one comment is pretty funny. Heartbreaking news, Jack Doherty found alive after his car crash at age 20. Okay, look, I'm not condoning the comment, that's insane, but it was pretty funny to read. Someone, Dissident West, says, I truly hope this ruins his entire career. He's everything wrong with streamer/influencer culture. This incident should put him behind bars, but the rich are never held accountable. Well, unfortunately, I don't think this would put him behind bars, nor do I think this is going to affect his career in any substantial way. He's been reported on doing incredibly terrible stuff. For example, having his bodyguard beat up random people, and his content is basically based around this. So I don't think this is going to be a surprise for his audience, to be honest. And then this other dude says he should sue Jack Doherty. I do think that would be a good idea as well, but I doubt that that lawsuit would gain him enough money for it to be worth it, considering how much he's being paid by Jack Doherty, I assume. Since he does seem like a camera guy, I think this guy's going to keep recording for Jack Doherty, unfortunately. Baldy says these types of behaviors are disgusting, and I'm honestly surprised that Baldy from Baldy's Basics has a comment on the situation. I haven't heard about him in 5 years. He really came back from the grave just to trash on Jack Doherty. It seems like everyone's doing this for good reason. Sky says, I wish the side would stop giving this guy attention. It would actually be his kryptonite. I think, while in a way that may be true, I don't think commentary channels are in any way supporting the guy. I don't think viewers from commentary channels and viewers from Jack Doherty are intersecting in any way. If someone reporting on Jack Doherty talking about how terrible he is isn't going to bring in viewers to him. So I don't necessarily agree with that comment, but I do understand what he's saying. But I just have to say that that is probably the most insane thing Jack Doherty has done. It really reflects his priorities as a person. And honestly, at this point, considering the things he'll do for his career, we really do not need more people who become famous like him. But anyway, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next one.